Okay, so then he showed himself crying 3 times, breaking down in tears over Kim Porter. It showed Christian and him, and I think Justin standing there looking sad at Kim Porter's funeral. And I'm like, why are you using Kim Porter's death to get out of jail? I get it. You're desperate to get out of jail, but there are some things that are sacred. And it was literally just him zooming in on him crying. And when I watched that video, I was like, yo, this is a masterclass of ego, of narcissism. It's kind of like he was sitting there like, yes, even I, the great king of the world, even I cried when she died. Look, real human tears. And the whole video, if you guys haven't seen it, it was nonsensical. It literally was a montage of his greatest hits. I was like, what is going on? He didn't say any words. He didn't explain anything. It was just a montage. Him running a marathon with his ankle hurt. Now, you are literally about to go for prostituting. You make a video to show the judge that you want shown in court of him running in a marathon and his ankle gets hurt. And they're just like, no, you gotta quit your ankle. And he's like, I can't do this. This is for the kids. This is for the kids' school. And you see him limping across the finish line. And I was sitting there like this. I am very confused. Sir, get back in your jail cell. Get guards. He got his phone again. I said he would have been better off Xeroxing Mia's book and passing that around to the judge. Because Mia's book had more heartfelt sincerity. And I was like, I'm confused. So you ran a marathon, which you were already a billionaire, and you could have just wrote a check and paid for all the kids. One summer yacht for 2 weeks. You could have sacrificed that yacht and given that, what is that, 1.5 million for a yacht for 2 weeks? You could have given that 1.5 million to the school district. I think 2 weeks, that's like what, 3 to 4 million? You could have given that to the school district. You ran in the thing, you crossed the finish line, and he kept saying, what he says, I'm a winner? No, I'm not. I'm a winner. Hey, what's up? I'm a winner. What is it? I'm a god among men. I don't know. He had some stupid shirt on that I was just rolling my eyes at. He ran across the finish line. Again, you know me. I'm like, what is the point? I was watching it, right? I was sitting there watching it with Lenny, and we looked at each other, and I just literally fast forwarded. After 5 minutes, I'm like, what is going on? And I literally started fast forwarding, looking at the preview go by. It wasn't nothing but pure propaganda. It was propaganda to its finest. And it just, I don't understand. If I was Judge Aaron, at the end I'd be like, yes, thank you for that. Does anybody have anything else to say? And he wants the 11-minute thing shown, and then he's going to speak, I think, directly to the judge. But again, the fact that he is trying to razzle dazzle, and he's doing this whole thing about, in it, again, the footage is 20 years old. Kids being like, yeah, grabbing him, hugging him, them being like, yo, I look up to you and this and that. And I was like, this is having the opposite effect of me. If I know that kids really look up to you that much, if I know that people see you as their hero and they want to follow in your steps that much, then that makes me think that I have to make an example of you. That makes me think that you should be in jail. Hey, Deanna Stover, thank you so much for the super chat. Anyway, so thank you, Deanna. Appreciate that greatly. So anyway, where are we at? This might move into Monday. It's going to be a long day in court. The defense wants, all the lawyers want to speak. They want to go over evidence, and they want to have their, They want to have their people and the character witnesses and come up and speak. It is unclear who is going to address the court, if anyone outside of Diddy, but they definitely want people to address the court. The prosecution, they are ready. And also the judge demanded that the prosecution see the 15-minute video before it's presented to court. It was actually 11 minutes, right? Another lie. It was actually 11 minutes. And yeah, I'm sure the prosecution is ripping into us right now. I will say this. I do wish Maureen Comey was here. And I wish she was here to argue this, because I know she would eat Diddy up. She would, Maureen Comey, she was that girl in court. Emily's good too. They're all good. But Maureen Comey, oh, she was that good, right? But somebody said, wouldn't it be funny if Maureen Comey actually comes into court and sits there? Because even though she was fired, it doesn't mean she can't come and cheer on her co-workers in federal court. Tatiana De Sopira said, hey, Tisa. Hold on, where'd the thing go? You said, hey, Tisa. Big sister, thank you for the super chat. Let me see if I can find Tatiana's super chat. Hold on, Tatiana. I don't know why I lost it. Hold on. There's Big sister. Where's Tatiana? Hold on. There's Dina. Where's Tatiana? Oh, listen. Dennis Byron, did you get a real job yet? Or like, what's going on? Those government checks got you looking good. You know, let's give a shout out. Did you get a real journalist job, or are you still living out your car? What's going on, Dennis Byron? You still making up lies, calling yourself a journalist? You still working for TMZ Nowhere Division? Do you? You know, are you? You still claiming you work for TMZ, but you don't actually really work for TMZ, and you living out your car? I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. Listen, I'm just wondering. In any case, right? Yes, I am here back at my my place of business. There are a bunch of people that are pretending to be journalists, pretending to work for TMZ, living out their car, and at 65, spreading rumors and running gossip worse than 13 and 14-year-old girls. But like my daddy said, don't nobody gossip and be petty like an old man that ain't got a pot to pee in. So I don't know. That's what it is in. Listen, it is what it is, right? There is no sadder thing by land or sea than a poor ninja saying, woe by me. Daniel Foster, thank you so much for the super chat. Okay, listen. Anyway, fine, cool beans. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, so listen, let's get back into it, all right? Let's get back into it. So anyway, listen. People mad that my ad dollars pay my bills, baby. Thank you guys also for actually paying my bills. I really do appreciate you guys for your time and your attention and your patience. Anyway, let's get back into the evening drop. Okay, so what are we doing? Oh, so back into this, right? So, where are we at? Listen. So that's where we're at. Now, what are we doing with this, right? No, I am not gonna stop. What y'all say? Stop messing with my hair. But why? Why should I stop messing with my hair? What's wrong with my hair? Don't want me to stop messing with it? All right, here we go. So anyway, breaking news is okay. Let me stop playing. Okay. Also, there's a couple of things that they're changing. They are no longer letting people run in and out of the courtroom. We will have breaks and we will have lunch, and I will be updating you on the breaks and lunch, but they are not letting us run in and out the courtroom whenever we want. Judge Aaron is treating the sentencing the same way he treated closing arguments. He would say the door is closed. No, you can't come back in. Show some respect for the court. And I get it. This actually is the day where he decides whether Diddy's not going to see Baby Love for 10 or 11 days, right? This is the time. Yeah. So listen. So I'm being nosy, listening to conversations on the street. Being nosy, you know. So yeah, a lot of stuff was happening. They ain't talking about nothing. So anyway, right? I thought we was hearing some gossip. Larissa M, thank you so much for how long before the case? Sorry, I didn't tell you guys. Okay, so it's actually starting at 10 o'clock. They told us to be back up in our seats by 9:30 a.m. No one is allowed in the courthouse. Judge Aaron is tired. That's another thing. If you guys don't know, look at this. They have, usually we could, remember I said that instead of being in the court, a lot of people were acting like they were in court, but they were in the courtyard playing hooky and being the bad kids from school, truants. Well, look, Judge Aaron said, I'm sick of you guys. He blocked off the whole federal courtyard. Everything, even down the street. Everything's blocked off because some people don't know how to act. We're not allowed to film in the courtyard. We're not allowed to hang out in the courtyard. We're not allowed to do anything in the courtyard. But it's one thing. Hey, Crazy Eyes, thank you so much for the super chat. But you know what? It's okay. Judge Aaron is also running a tight ship. Again, he doesn't want anything like that to happen. The whole courthouse was actually shocked and appalled by the way that the Diddy supporters turned this mug out and destroyed the courthouse. He was shocked and he was appalled. As a matter of fact, when I was in the employee meeting for federal informants, that, you know, there's a YouTube division. When I was in the employee meeting for the federal informants, they were asking me, why do you think they tore it up? And I said, because they're animals. And, you know, some people didn't like that, but that's why they did it. In any case, they're severely limiting now where we can go, what we can say, who we can actually talk to. But it don't matter, because, you know, I'm still going to be bringing, I don't care if I have to fake. They said you can't leave, and I was like, what if it's a medical emergency? And they were like, oh, if it was a medical emergency, maybe. Oh, look at the little doggy. Listen, they were like, oh, look at the little doggy, right? And the federal marshals with the dog sniffer, they got online. Look, they trying to get people out of here any which way they can. They even got the drug dog sniffing, right? Don't bother me none. So, but anyway, I was like, yo, what if I have a medical emergency? Can I leave? And they was like, the federal guards were like, I mean, if it's a medical emergency, of course. So you know me, I'm going to be in there. I can't breathe. Can I go outside? You guys, guess what? I just hope none of Judge Aaron's clerks know about me. Because they're going to be sitting there watching me being like, okay, guys, I told them that I was having a panic attack. I only got 10 minutes. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. And then I'm going to come back in like, thanks, guys. Yeah, I had a Nutri-Grain bar, the blueberry one. Whew, I feel a lot better now. No, I put some yogurt on my stomach. I'm good. Rock on said, much respect for you to being true to yourself. Thank y'all. And thank y'all for actually standing with me and being true to yourselves. But Listen, this is a Natasha Denona palette. Makeup by Marie did my thing. I'll tag her on one of my things. I'll tag her on my Instagram. She's the best makeup artist if y'all need one, right? I'm gonna be, I can't breathe. Please, literally, I'm gonna literally let them drag me out. I'm gonna be dragged out and then to be in the courtyard. Okay, guys, so here's what happened, blah, 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 and then run back in. But something tells me they're gonna be watching, and that's another thing. There's so many haters. I'm sure that Diddy will be like, Yana, she's outside on her phone right now. But yeah, it's going to be a great day. I'm actually really excited for this because here's the thing that I think Diddy's team is worried about. And you need to think about this. The jury was about creating a reasonable doubt, right? That doesn't mean that Diddy was innocent. It means that the defense did an excellent job, right? It was morally bankrupt. But honestly, if I ever got convicted on some crazy stuff and I had enough money, you would see me standing right next to Mark Agnifilio, Brian Still, Xavier Donaldson, Nicole Westmoreland like this. They'd be like, Tisa, I thought you said they were double. Yeah, well, I did some evil shit. I need defending. I would be standing next to them like, huh? Well, yeah, I just wanted to, right? So I would hire them if I got into some crazy stuff. But the thing is, I ain't never going to be in some crazy stuff because I don't do crazy stuff or be around crazy people, right? But the whole point of the matter is, there's protesters now? What? Sorry, there's protesters now. Oh my God. Yo, the day's shaping up. Protesters just took off and they're about to like turn this mug out as if there wasn't already enough mess going on. Hold on, here's the protesters. Can y'all see them? Can you see? There's a big sign. Wait, hold on. They're saying the big I controls America. I don't want to say it because I don't want to get demonetized, but yeah. Judge Shady Court, we gonna see. So anyway, right? We gonna see. So here's the thing, right? This is Judgment Day because a lot of people acted like, oh, the jury didn't convict on RICO. But the Dream Team was very good at creating just a little bit of doubt. You need beyond a reasonable doubt. If there's a little bit of doubt, then you can 100% get off. And that's what happened.